Version 47 is out, and I have played a lot of Lethal Company, so I thought I'd rank every single item in the game to how useful they can be and how much of a game changer they are and how effective they are. It also serves as like a guide to get the best items for your run so you don't get sucked out into space like an absolute noob. How are they still the shit, bro? So let's get into it. First on our list is the Walkie Talkie. The Walkie Talkie is an item that you can speak to people across the map regardless of where they are, which is pretty cool. The not so cool part is when someone speaks through the Walkie Talkie and the dog comes after your ass and then your run's ended because someone literally shouted through the Walkie Talkie. It's only really useful if you're in a duo and you're both on the run together and you've went through the far exit and the other guys went through the main entrance. And then you can communicate to see what's going on, or if they don't speak, you know they're kind of dead. So you can exit out of there. With more players, it's not really needed. It gets really confusing as well. So it deserves a solid B. It does have its uses, but it's not that important for that slot. The normal flashlight. It's going in C tier just because the amount of light it emits is not enough for you to explore places, and you might as well just not have it. It doesn't last as long. It's going to waste your space in your inventory, so you end up dropping it 9 times out of 10 on your like first run, and they're only really used for your first runs or if you're really low on credits. But if you're doing min-max runs, you're probably going to get a pro flashlight first of all. It's normally just bought as an extra thing if like a shovel's on sale, because then you can get a pro flashlight, and a shovel, which is still pretty good. And for a 4-man squad, that's extra flashlight, and that means you might be able to explore a little bit more. The shovel, which is a weapon which costs 30 company credits, can smack thumpers, brackens, loot bugs, head suckers, spiders. Now, that is pretty good. I'll probably miss out 1 or 2 things, but yes, it's the only thing which you can buy which can be used to kill some of the entities in there and reduce the threats. Things like spiders, thumpers can really end your run if you just don't have a shovel, and yeah, it's going to save you a lot of time, it's going to save you the day, and it's going to save your teammates. So it's got to be an S tier. It's cheap, it's reliable, and it can stop some of your run enders from happening. So yeah, S tier it is. The lockpicker is priced at 20 company credits and could be a very situational item. What it does, it unlocks a door within 30 seconds. Most people normally bring one up just in case there is a locked door, but it's one of those items which is very situational and can save you a lot. So it is a handy item to come around, but I don't see myself often using it. There's normally like a key somewhere, or if the game just wants to be a giant prick to you, it's on the other side of the door, which then you do need the lockpicker. So I'll just pop it in the middle of like the 2 doorways and tie it, and if someone needs it, they need it, but I never really see anyone use it. So C tier it goes. The Pro Flashlight is basically just the flashlight but on steroids or drugs or whatever. Lithium. There we are. We've got a drug for Pro Flashlights. It's upgraded flashlight. It has a lot more battery life. It does weigh a little bit, but it doesn't fucking matter. Just buy it. Like, it has a lot more range. It has a range which is outside your scan, so you can actually see stuff if you've missed anything or entities. And you actually light up the corridor, unlike normal flashlight, which is absolutely garbage. And yeah, 9 times out of 10, one flashlight is bought, and that's just a pro flashlight which you just needs 1 player to have. It normally goes to the fire exit guy, because why not? Give it to the fire exit guy. A tier. The stun grenade, if you do know how to use it, can be very reliable. It's normally used for like round corners to avoid stunning your whole team and then dying because the thumper didn't get stunned and just your team, which normally happens 9 times out of 10, but it does have its uses if you do know how to use it. The only thing, it costs 40 company credits, which is an absolute rip-off. The boombox costs more than that, but we'll get on that later. For stun grenades, which is only a 1-time use, it's not really worth it. The handmade ones, which aren't really worth that much, which you find in the facility, the bunker, whatever you want to call it, are just good. That you just have one around. If you're carrying it, just put it at the front of the door and use it if you need to. It can really save you sometimes, and I've saved multiple runs from ending with 1 single stun grenade. So I'm putting it as B tier just because it is situational, but it can really save you in some situations, and you do find them quite a bit around the map. Boombox, D. Like, do I even explain? It makes a lot of sound, where you can just have like an air horn or something to do that, which you can find all the time around the bunker, facility, whatever you want to call it again. It costs 60 company credits. It has some charge, it has some music. It's normally just for the vibes and just for the memes. It's not useful at all. You can just honk an air horn and everything comes at you like the dogs. So yeah, it's D tier, it's pretty much useless. You don't need it, and it weighs a little bit, so yeah, it's annoying. Another one, the TZP Inhalent, 120 credits, boosts movement speeds and stamina temporarily, but you get blind pretty much. The more you suck, yes, or inhale, the more blind you get, and being fast and blind does not add up, and normally 9 times out of 10 it's just a waste of a slot. You might use it at the start to get the extra boost, and yeah, that's all you really need. It kind of sucks. I bought a few on my run. I think we used them once and that was it. That's just to outrun a giant. That's the only situation, but you got to teleport for that. So yeah, it does have to go D. The Zap Gun. Whilst you're too busy zapping your teammates, the Bracken's just snapping your neck. But apart from that, it could be pretty useful if you know how to use it. It's going in an A tier just because it's essential for any run. It can end Brackens, it can end spiders and make them 0 threat and not damage you. So yeah, it's a very good item. It's basically infinitely stuns as long as you've got charge in it, which the charge is pretty decent. You normally get 3 stuns out of it depending on the enemy and how many hits, and it's probably the most essential item to take on nutcrackers, which are the most pain in the ass monster in the game at the moment. So yeah, A tier goes. Jetpack, priced at 700 credits. Oh my god, it allows flying. Yay, it's just a meme item, don't get it, it's D tier. I'm not explaining it. You literally 9 times out of 10 end up flying to the wall and dying through damage, then actually contributing to your team. And plus 700 credits? Are you mad? That's mental. And that's like nearly the price of 2 Zap Guns. So yeah, Zap Guns are better. They counter more. The Jetpack's just a meme item. Someone grabbed it in our run and did absolutely nothing with it. They got up on Titan, I think 20 seconds faster, which is absolutely useless. D tier. Extension ladder. C tier. Because you can pretty much reach a fence, fire exit through doing it. If you just don't make the jump and you're an absolute noob. It can also be used on Titan to export loot to the front of the ship, which is a pretty good trick. But yeah, yet again, it's very situational. In some runs, it can be an absolute time saver. But yeah, you don't really need it. I rarely use it. I only use it on Titan and the fence. Apart from that, that is it. Oh, sorry, Dine. I use it to get up on the fire exit as well. But yeah, apart from that, it's not going anywhere higher than probably C tier. The radar booster, priced at 50 credits, and it basically guides crewmates by making a little sound ping. It's normally put near like masses of turrets, and it really does help because you can end up locking enemies at doors which are nearby it, disabling turrets, and it acts as another monitor, and it infinitely flashes enemies and delays them from getting to your crewmates, which is pretty good. Sometimes normally a person carries it around and then uses it to bait like Brackens or like other monsters and stun them to get a few hits in. It is really hard to use, perfectly fine, but yeah, it still does quite a bit. It affects a lot of things, and plus it guides crewmates. S tier. Now, 2 new items which we're going to be grading. The first one being the spray paint. Spray paint I've used in so many runs. We mark doorways where the fire exit is, so we can find the easy way back. You've got a jester. The doors you can get lost around. There's so many rooms that you run in a panic. So we just spray paint the doors to the fire exit behind us, and then we know when running back where to go. It's a quick escape, maximizing the amount of time we've got to exit the building. and it can save us a lot of runs from ending as well. So it will be going in B tier just because it is a bit situational, but it can save a lot of runs and help newer players be guided as well back to the fire exit, as well as older players if they're just stupid. The only item which you can't get is the shotgun. By killing the Nutcracker. The only issue with this is that you have to have pretty good aim, and it's not really clear of like where you have to aim. Spiders is a pain in the ass just to kill, and you have to be really close still to even get the one shot accuracy and one tap a Nutcracker or a spider. So yeah, Brackens are pretty effective against it, but apart from that, you still need to carry like ammo. It's got 2 shots. It's like a Zap Gun but kills things and does a lot of damage. So it is going to A tier, but the amount of inventory space it takes up for like ammo and stuff can be really painful and annoying. If you got like multiple shotgun users, that's a lot of spaces which you're taking up, so especially for like ammo. So yeah, A tier. I wouldn't say it's better than the Zap Gun because the shovel is just infinite use. So yeah, shotgun's not better than a shovel. So guys, what do you think? I think the radar booster is in a perfect position right now, but it does require one person to operate it. So do you think I should have bumped it down because of that? Or what about the jetpack? Some of you guys are going to be mad in the comments about the jetpack. Please let me know what you think. You always have a right to comment down below your opinions. And you can always go to twitch.tv/cappy_r and chat to us about what you think the tier list should have been instead. You're more than welcome. And you can also drop a follow. We do public lobbies, so you can join us. We also do pro lobbies, pro runs, and we have an amazing Discord which we're working on and improving the community. So please come and join us. It's a lot of fun, and if you want to play with randoms and streamers, come and play with us. We're here to have fun. We have a burning passion for the game, even though we're waiting for version 50 to be out. And without further ado, have a nice day. Goodbye.